Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof, and welcome back. But you fucking hell!
Well, I've just gone deaf.
I'm taking cover now. I'm diving for cover.
Oh.
I'm diving for cover, and I'm not coming out.
You don't have chat open, do you, Hopefully?
Oh my god!
I'm diving for cover, and I'm not getting out. I'm staying under the bed.
Holy shit! What just happened?
This is too many raiders. I'm afraid you're
So
gonna
many
be
raiders.
overcome.
Growlmaster just
Yeah.
gifted 76 subs.
Holy fuck!
Hi, Growl. How?
If only Lucian was a top.
What?
You have so many subs.
Oh shit! I'm verse. Okay, I can probably handle this.
You're both fucking wrong. You'd have to be a dom. That's the wrong thing.
That is also true. That is also
subs
true.
are usually bottoms, right?
Okay, well, no, that's not necessarily true. You can be a sub top and a dom bottom. Those are things. Why are we
Nice little
talking?
distribution.
Why are we talking about this?
Because you've got so many subs. Keep up.
Growl? What the fuck? But thank you. What the fuck?
New record level 10 hype train.
Holy shit. You are a madman. You are a madman, Growl. We barely even started the stream.
Barely even said a word.
Oy. Right, let's start with Lydia. Thank you for subscribing for 39 months. And then Growlmaster. Thank you for gifting 76 tier 1 subs to the community. You have officially pushed us over the sub goal of 200 subs this month, which is ridiculous. Did you pick that number specifically because it would? Because it's precise. It's very precise. Growl, thank you. I'm just gonna... I apologize to my players this evening. I'm just gonna quickly deal with this. Usually I wouldn't, but this is a special circumstance. Growl, thank you for gifting 76 tier 1 subs to that one person, Terrorist 2005, Anutvix, Felispo, Edith Edward, Aluka Karan, Halios Castuil, Otij Otterina, Trix Merks, Umahito, Benjita19 _ Broken Knight, Lord Freedom, Alex Esper 999, Alexandrios, Spectre 05 Mike, Night Force 725, Jack Multi _ Night Fox, Yebisek, Techno Sufi, Conservina, Digital _Soul _ Lois Wide, Brotustu 34E, Wraith Peach, Ali Suze, Coco Joanne, It's Jillian Whatever, Luciano 12430, Avering 4, Esper SW, Emperor Swanky, 718 Starry, Alisonaki, Kaminari Kid, Chemo Subis, Macabre Borrowing, Azazel MT, Kangaroo Ankles? Okay, sure.
That's a name.
Dalomin 10, The Big Homie 8, Agent Sinister, Bulbatrex, Drox X, Logley, Climb 02, Dobby the Master, Crooked Neck, Price Joel, Lordrin, Lazy Pineapple, Mr. Benray, Lancelot 5000, King is Cool, Pug Art, Auditore 86, Jomelu, Boxytraxion, K Contre 1, June 591, Necrophilios 1312. Interesting. Lister Marafay, Copperpot 7, Widgren 87, Kailari Bach, Zeke Death, Nicholas TGOD, Firebird 721, Borjagus Con, Kabirin, Max EA with a Q, Schlitzolander, Darza, System Error 500, and Binary Man 1111. Oh, gods. Okay. Thank you, Grohl. I really appreciate it. Why? I know I'm trying to save for a mortgage, but why? Anyway, with that all said and done, welcome everybody to session 57 or 58, I can't quite remember which, of Shadows of Sorcery, our bi-monthly D&D session. Not bi-weekly. God, I'd die if we were doing this bi-weekly.
Fortnightly, darling. Fortnightly.
Fortnightly, yes, thank you.
Fortnite?
No, we're not playing Fortnite. God.
Fortnite? Fortnite Battle Royale Battle Dance?
Elfie, sit back down.
Stop default dancing, you're worth more than that.
Look, I'm not doing it for the public, it's fine. It's only for my friends to see.
Okay. So, last we left off. Who remembers where we last left off, actually?
Fortnite.
No. Does anyone? Okay, fine, I'll do it. Last we left off, our team of intrepid adventurers had put a stop to strange and sinister plans that were being put in motion by a temple full of Sneeple. And in the process, uncovered more strange and sinister plans being put into process by corrupt government officials. Having been invited to collect a reward within day's end, as it were, you all split off your separate ways, went to do some shopping, and you, Darren, went and turned that purple worm hide that you picked up ages ago,
Nope.
and you requested that it be turned into a set of armor for you.
Yee.
Also, Darren is a dragonborn now. So that's the thing.
Autocorrect on the character sheet way back when, you know.
Yes, dragonborn to dwarf. You know. So at the moment, 2 of our party members are seated in a tavern somewhere in Matina, while our other 2 party members are striding or skittling, I don't know, through the back streets of Matina, heading towards the bazaar where Darren's armor is hopefully finished. However, before you were able to make your way safely to the bazaar's general area, you, Darren, noticed that there is somebody following you. And as you noticed this, you, Prod, saw a large, muscled figure step out in front of you, who raised a heavy-looking scimitar at you and said, "You shall come with us." And that is where we left off last time. I am now going to summon you all to our current board.
Ooh, we actually get a board this time.
You get a board this time. I know, it's a miracle. I have already moved your characters in. I've populated parts of this, shall we say. Players... summon players to board. Where's the Zarian?
Greebling.
Greebling? Well, can you greeble while being in game? It would be useful.
Greebling to get into the game.
I see.
Ooh.
Okay. What do we have for suspense? That should do.
Fortnite soundtrack, #1.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw you out the nearest window.
Okay.
With the battle bus.
Swear to God.
This is not helping my mood right now.
Okay. So. Oh yes, we have new gesture controls as well. That's a thing that happened.
Oh,
You can indicate things at this point.
neat.
Emotes, you could say.
It's been so long. The Tailspire has added an entire new system.
It's
Also,
been a month.
I'm waiting on GM.
Yes. Let me. There we go.
Thank you.
Also, Elfie, you will notice someone has a new mini. Elfie, you're muted. You look so excited, but you're muted. You're muted,
Yes.
darling.
I'm muted.
Yes,
I'm muted.
there you go.
That's fine. I've got a belly button piercing. Oh my god. Look at my sexy, sexy orc.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think isn't Brother half orc
Oh, you can zoom to other people's stuff
or
now.
hork, as it might otherwise be known?
Well, he is a.
Oh, you made him sluttier. Congrats.
He is. Well, he is incredibly slutty. The old mini just didn't show you the
Didn't
amount
do
of
it justice.
that
Didn't
he
have
is.
the
look,
slutty
there's-
V lines or
there's a
anything.
man's in
It
front
is
of him.
perfect now.
Oh dear.
Okay, let me
I
just.
also like the cape.
Thank you. Oh, look at him. He's gorgeous.
Okay.
How do you
So.
spin?
You hold control
Control.
and then just
Well,
move
no, that's
the
verticality. Alt is rotate.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, you and Darren Rod are walking through some of the back streets of Matina to get to the bazaar. As you did, a figure stepped out in front of you holding a heavy scimitar. I can actually gesture. Look, they're there.
Yeah.
And they're here. See?
Follow the laser.
Oh, there he is!
Yeah.
I was looking at the other guy. I mean, what other guy?
Well, no, that's the guy I spotted.
Yeah. So, you guys are walking down an alleyway. You spot a heavy-looking, muscled figure. You can't make out quite in the lighting at this distance what species they are, but they have a very deep, gruff voice that sounds like they're speaking through tusks, or like heavy-jawed at the very least. You spot the person in front of you first. You, Darren, with your ever-alert feet that I hate so much.
There's a reason I picked it.
You notice another figure holding a crossbow, walking down another alleyway towards you, as well as some movement on a rooftop nearby. And turning around, you also notice a fourth figure skulking in the shadows at the entrance to the alleyway that you came down. It is not combat yet.
I immediately talk into the ring saying, we might be in a bit of trouble here, guys.
Okay.
Need backup. Try and give the street name
I mean,
that we're on.
it's dark.
New stone, who this?
You're not. It's dark. You're not that familiar with the streets in Matina. You can probably
Right.
give them a general idea of where you are, but if you're going to do so, I would need you to roll me a sleight of hand to do this sneakily, because the ring requires a verbal component.
Okay.
It's not telepathic, basically.
That'd be a 14.
Okay. Okay.
Am I able to see a street nameplate anywhere with my dark vision? Please may they have written them in high contrast.
How far does your dark vision extend?
The usual range for dwarves, 60 feet, as if it were bright light.
You can see the very edge of a street sign plaque, but you are just beyond the range of your dark vision to be able to see it properly. Like by 2 feet. Literally.
Oh, meanie.
I'm working by the rules there, darling.
Do I at least have some memory of what street we just left?
You guys know the route that you took to get here.
Like, 2 rights, 2 lefts.
Like it wouldn't. You're not too far from the inn, but it would take a couple of turns of combat for, like, it would take at least 2 rounds of combat for your friends to get here at full pace.
Right.
But it's not combat yet. Like, you guys can discuss amongst yourselves for a moment, and then these guys are gonna, well, you're talking at the moment, basically. You're talking to them, you're talking to yourselves. You know, you
Yeah.
have time.
I don't think we can solo this many people.
Oh, you have little faith in us. So, how many people have we got?
There's at least 3. There's the 2 we can see on the ground level, and there's at least 1 on the rooftops that I know about.
Okay, that will be. We're in shadow right now, right? Everyone's in shadow.
Relative shadow.
If you put your torch out, maybe.
Yeah. If you don't
for
have your torch.
Aesthetic reasons, I've got my torch out, just so we can see what's going on.
Yes.
But
yeah.
Oh, actually, no. Yeah, it looks so edgy. Right. Sorry.
Like. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is what it would look like. So yes, you are in relative shadow. It's quite dark at this point.
Okay. So I say to the guy who just talked to us, "Of course. What's your business? Like,
Okay.
what's your business with us?"
All right. He goes. My business is to deliver you to my employer and not ask questions.
All right. Who might your employer be?
Persons interested in you. And he holds up, in one hand he's holding this scimitar. He has a buckler shield mounted on his other arm, and you see he holds up a loop of, like, thin chain with a medallion on it. You can't make out what's on the medallion.
Okay. This is your last chance to give me a straight answer. Otherwise, I will resort to violence.
The figure throws the medallion onto the ground closer to you. It lands about 2 feet away-ish. I would like you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, Lord.
Oh no.
He's very averagely wise. Although, when saving himself, he's quite wise. Okay. Pachow! 16!
Holy shit, you actually beat the, You...
Yeah, historically not a great thing.
Historically
for
not great, but, you know. You shake off... Like, you look down at the amulet. You see it is the symbol of a dagger being piercing some form of object that you can't quite make out the shape of in the dust. You, Darren, recognize this symbol as you're peering over Prod's shoulder at a slightly further distance. This is the symbol of the Carnifex Syndicate.
Oh no.
What you were to be placed under the influence of, Prod, was you can sense some form of enchantment that the amulet was trying to cast on you, essentially.
Oi, dickhead! Cut it out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to... We've said that I'm in shadow. I'm going to shadow up to behind this guy and nut him.
Nut him?
Headbutts him.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
How have you not heard the phrase nutting somebody?
I have. I've just heard it in
Not in
different
one, mate.
contexts.
I'm just gonna like, poof,
Yeah.
shadow step behind this guy,
Okay.
hopefully catch him unawares, and okay, I won't like aesthetically imagine me headbutting him, but really I'm hitting him with my sword.
You're gonna pummel slam.
Because you're not proficient in unarmed combat. Yes.
What? No, I actually am because I'm barbarian.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, barbarian multiclass. Okay. Sure. Because they don't know what your whole thing is, I will say this grants you a surprise round. In the meantime, Ingvar and Arcus, what are you two doing?
Arcarian.
Arcarian, yeah.
Librarius.
Oh my
Librarius
God.
I guess we're
Arcurius?
trying to make our way there since they just told us they were potentially in danger.
Okay, so I will say this amount of conversation has taken up 1 round of combat, so you guys are about halfway there. So
We're close to the tavern somewhere.
you guys aren't close to the tavern, but
Somewhere.
you're not majorly far from the tavern either. So, yeah. Okay. Alright. So, we're gonna start with a surprise round. Which the top of that round... Actually, no. Let's have you all roll initiative. And then we'll start with the top of that round being you, Rod.
26.
Wonderful.
13.
Okay.
4.
Oof. 2 plus 2.
What a magically bad dice roll, yahoo!
Oh.
12.
Did you guys roll initiative through your stat sheet?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm just. I've got Adventurous Codex up with all the stats up.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so what going from the top, 25 to 20?
26.
26. My god. My god, like.
This is the power of confidence.
20 to 15. 15 to 10.
13. Full prod.
13.
12.
12. 10 to 5. 5 to 0.
4!
4. Okay.
But I'm gonna shout before I beat them over the head like I'm playing golf. The worst sport of all.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Get thrown out of Scotland for that kind of blasphemy.
And yes, because I love patriotism over billionaires coming here to destroy our ecology and play a shitty game that takes up water.
I don't
Yeah.
regret saying anything.
Look,
Jesus
look on the
Christ.
bright side. Everyone.
But I mean,
loves
the author
bright
of
side.
Sherlock loved golf, so I guess that's okay now.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Worth noting, I'm not wearing armor right now, so my AC is 12. Just letting the rest of the party know this.
Yep.
Is natural armor only 12?
I have a dexterity of +2, so it literally just 12.
Well,
You'd
so
think
you
I would
was
have a
the-
higher dexterity, but it wasn't really a priority.
Have we had a nap since the last time we had a fight?
Yes.
Okay.
Apart from the shopping spree, we are well rested.
I'm back up to full health. That's fine.
Okay.
My max health right now is actually lower than it was at the last level because of shenanigans.
Let me quickly roll initiatives on these guys.
Oh, goody.
Wow. Bad. Okay.
Yippee!
They were ready for a fight, but they weren't ready for a fight with us.
They weren't ready for a fight with two half naked dudes in a alleyway. Apparently,
We still need to
Apparently not.
compare.
later.
Two half-naked buff guys in an alleyway.
Okay.
by
Did they
torchlight.
get the right impression?
Actually, a Dick's later. There's a fight to have.
I need to find mine first.
I'll
It's in
help
there
you.
somewhere.
Assuming it's in there somewhere.
Anywho!
Lucian may have screwed me over at some point. I don't know.
I mean, you'll have to find
Shush.
out. You'll have to find out.
Oeka.
We'll get back to the end. All here is an ungodly scream in the middle of the night.
Okay.
My
so,
dick is gone!
Prod, you are up. You shadow vanish into the... Well, you shadow vanish from view, and appear behind what you now notice is a bugbear that you are currently fighting, who is holding his scimitar out and watches you just disappear into like shadow and smoke. You actually, as you're appearing behind him, you get a view of what the aftermath of that looks like. And you just kind of see like shadow draining into the ground as you like raise up behind him, swords poised at the ready. What do you do?
I'm going to hit him. Right. I don't want to kill this guy. So whilst I am hitting him, I am looking to see how damaged he is. I assume he, but I might be wrong. That's sexist of me. I apologize. Right. Let's go for using Blades of Dramatis with a divine... What's the word? Not divine favor. The one where you hit them. Divine Smite, that's the word.
Okay.
What does Divine Smite add? I keep forgetting. Don't mind me, just scrolling down everything. 2d8. Okay.
Reading the ability explains the ability.
Shut up! Okay. So... Oh wait, that's damage, never mind. Cancelled. I'm gonna roll damage, but that's not what I wanted to do. I'm just gonna put it there. Ignore that.
Okay, so if you hit, it's 18.
If I hit, it's 18. Okay. Apologies. So one sword does...
Ooh.
Is that...
That's a miss.
That's a miss. Let's see if the other sword hits.
If that doesn't hit,
That
we're very
will
worried.
hit. That will hit. Yes.
Right, that 29 will hit with... Sorry. Condition... No. Fuck. I'm sorry, I'm still learning this bloomin' thing.
That's fine.
It's been a bit, yeah.
It's been a while since
Okay.
we've done this.
It's gonna be this plus 2d8. So 20 plus... 3.
23.
23.
23.
And then, on my second attack,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do the exact same thing.
Okay.
Can you Divine Smite twice in a row?
Can I?
Can you?
It doesn't say that I can't.
Is it once per
Fuck's sake.
turn or once per action?
Short rest or something? Or...
I don't think it's once per short rest. I think Divine Smite is you have a limited amount of charges.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to expend a spell slot.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
So it's just spells.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Does what 16 hit?
16 does not hit.
What about 18?
18 barely hits.
Yay!
Are we talking like meets it, beats it, or by 1?
Meet it, beat it.
Okay, so his AC is 18. Now we know.
And then that would be that plus 14 plus 13.
So 24 plus 3 is 27.
27
Okay.
on the second hit. I'm also going to, as my bonus action, give, I can't remember if it's aid or, let me quickly check. Shield of Faith to my dearest friend.
So the bugbear.
Now!
Turns out you've
Which
been
is,
charmed this whole time. I'm actually critically injured.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm giving
God!
Darren-
There was a possibility of something like that happening.
Yup.
I'm giving Darren the shield of faith. It's one bonus action. And it lasts up to 10 minutes, and it gives 2 to your AC.
Okay.
Okay. So my AC is 14 for the moment.
All right. Okay. With that in mind, let us continue. So, top of the round, lying. What are you doing?
Yes. I am in so many crosshairs right now. Like the dudes on the dudes on the roof have to be ranged, right? No question.
You have a suspicion that they might be, yes.
Like they're not going to be on the rooftops if they're not if they're just packing clubs and whatnot. They're not there to just chuck rocks or stale bagels at me. They're going to have a ranged weapon of some kind. So I don't want to be anywhere near their line of sight right now, because I'm a melee fighter. I'm gonna help Rod for the time being, I think. So I am going to bonus action a mage hand out, so I've got that going.
Okay.
Move action over to Mr. Bugbear, who is currently flanked.
Yeah.
So, big dice time.
Big dice time.
So let's see, that is 1d8, 1d20 plus 8 for my attack with my dagger, my lovely, lovely dagger. Thankfully, it is in fact advantage. Yes. There we go. That'll do.
Okay.
Another dice here. Yeah, I'll find it later. Okay. 1d6 plus 2. Plus my lovely, lovely sneak attack dice. of 7d6. Which it seems... Okay, it's going to be 8d6 plus 2. Seems like it doesn't want me to mix these things up. Yeah! 28 points of damage.
Okay. Alright. Nice. In that case, Lydia, you're up.
I guess I was still making my way towards the fight, I guess.
Yep. Do you want to dash, or do you want to like hop on Chasma and fly?
I suppose it depends how. So where?
If you fly, you can give us aerial support.
I will also be spotted.
That is
True.
less of the concern right now. I think.
If I were to fly on Kazuma, how much distance would that give me?
What's Chasma's flying speed?
I have that. My mouse down.
Elfie was
Forward.
8 you gave me, right?
Okay, so that would get you probably
Shield of Faith.
Oh, Shield of Faith, right.
I would say either 80 or 120 feet, depending on whether Chasma can dash as a bonus action as well as an action. Which I think he can.
I've got no idea. It says absolutely nothing in these notes.
Well, I'll say he can. So yeah, it would get you 120 feet if you jumped on Chasma.
Now, if I were to...
And if the librarian is willing, you can pick up the librarian as you go.
Yeah, sure, I'll hitch a ride.
Fine, I guess we'll hitch your Kazuma, yes.
Patch Chasma.
Okay. Alright. So, just a straight 120 feet,
Yeah.
which brings you to about there. As you're sort of running up, you can see a figure sort of skulking in the shadows, sort of creeping out into the alley. Because you used Chasma's whole turn to move you, you still have an action.
Ah, neat. Wait, does that mean Ingvar can move, or is it just literally out?
So you've basically used all of your movement and your bonus action to get Chasma, yourself, and Arcus here. So now you just have an action, basically.
I mean, I could shoot him, but would that give me away?
I mean, if you shoot them, yes, it will probably give you away.
Yeah, they might notice you then.
But admittedly, they're not focused on you right now. But that doesn't mean they don't know you're there, because you were rushing, essentially. Like they think you're part of something else for the moment. Because they don't know reinforcements have been called.
Fair enough. Where's the leg? Because we've rested, he's gonna have poison arrow shoved in his leg.
Yes. Yeah, you should have a full stock of poison arrows.
Nate. I'm gonna go shoot him with a poison arrow then.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
Neat. plus 10.
Plus 10?
I remembered.
Yes. That would be a 24 to hit. That'll hit.
Yes. And because it's a Dublin arrow, that'll make it 2 arrows, which is... I forgot Hunter's Mark, but never mind, that's not working. 2d6. That's 4d6 because 2 dice. Ping everywhere.
Okay. 13 points of damage. That's with the... Half of that's poison, right?
I would assume so.
Okay. Alright. 13. Okay. You loose a arrow that sort of trails this little green sort of vapor as it flies through the air, and you pierce into the shoulder of this half-orc woman who is standing there with 2 large-looking sickles in the shadow. She sort of stumbles forward and then turns to you and sort of bears these sickles and starts humming under her breath into them.
Oh.
Okay. Kazma's turn was done getting you guys to...
Oh,
Yes?
done.
Oh, you have a second attack, don't you?
I've got a second attack.
You've got a second attack. It's been a while. It's been a while.
I mean, it's a bloody miracle. I remember the attack exists. But instead of poison arrows this time, I might set her on fire.
Okay.
Which is basically the same d6, but you know. Whoop.
I mean, there is a
Twice.
very low chance of you missing this person, I'm gonna be honest. You would have to roll a 3 to miss this person, basically.
Jesus, well, that
Don't
was a
jinx it.
that was a 27.
Yeah, that'll hit. No problem. Okay, 11 points of damage. Alright.
Fire right in the face.
Is that your turn done, Lydia?
Now it is.
Wonderful. Next up, the bugbear between you two. The bugbear is going to turn to you, Prod, and is going to slash at you 3 times.
Ow.
This bugbear has a +4 to hit.
Okay.
So, here's 1. That is an 18.
No.
That is a
Doesn't hit.
natural 20.
Okay, so that
Uh-oh.
might hit.
And an 8. 12, but yeah, rolled an 8. Okay, so 2 of those miss.
A crit is like hitting twice.
Yeah. 2 of those miss, 1 of those hits. So that would be. So 8 plus 5 doubled 13, 20. That would be 23 points of damage. Half of which is acid damage, as you feel this heavy scimitar slash into your chest where the armor plating is missing, and you notice a trail of green slime that is oozing off the edge of the blade as it slashes across your stomach.
Rod says, ew.
Then the Bugbear is going to instigate their bonus attack that they get as a fighter, and they're going to turn to you, Darren.
Yeah.
They are surrounded and they're not happy about it. That is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. And a 22 to hit.
Yep.
And a 10 to hit.
Fail.
Okay.
Come on, dude, I just got these scales.
Okay. So. That is 11 points of damage. Half of which is
Okay.
acid, if that counts
How
for anything.
It
does
'cause
count for it.
I have resistance to acid.
Okay, so 11. So 5 of that would be acid damage, so you only take reduced by 3, so you only take 8 points of damage there.
Yippee!
And that's 19. But again, half of that is acid damage, so you only take 14 points of damage. As 2 heavy scimitar hits smash across your body. He is then going to
How many actions does this guy have?
move. He's out of actions, but he's gonna move. You will get an opportunity attack on him, Prod. You will not, Darren, because he is staying in range of you.
Yeah, and I also used all my actions last turn anyways.
Well, your reactions are different.
Oh, right, yes, reaction.
Yes.
Right.
Prod, do you want to take an opportunity of attack?
I think I will.
Yeah. Go for a swing.
I'll go for a swing. Okay. DM, does does both swords count as one action, or does one sword count as one action?
It would be the attack action.
So-
Attack.
What does the sword specify? Do they say on an action you can do 2, or does it say on a reaction you can do 2?
That's a good question. Wait, what? If I click, ooh. I'm reading it. Two-handed attack. On an attack, the wielder can choose to use a bonus action to attempt to bleed the target. I didn't know that.
Things to remember later.
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Doesn't say. In which case, I will say, you can do 1 attack on a reaction, because it is a
Okay.
reaction. It's not a full action. So.
Okay, so one hand. Cool. Sure. I'm gonna take a swing and also attempt to bleed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, I can't because that's a bonus action. Never
Did you
mind.
use your bonus action last?
I did previously
You did.
use my bonus
You did
action.
use your bonus
I'm,
action. Yeah. So
I'm
you can't
anything.
do that.
I'm honest.
Mm-hmm. Roll me an attack.
I shall. Wait, I gotta click the right things. Do I have to roll to hit?
Yes.
Okay. 20.
Yeah, that'll hit. That'll hit.
Motherfucker! And that's a 20 damage.
20 points of damage. Okay. He's looking a little worse for wear. Okay. Right. Next up, from the rooftop that you saw earlier, Darren, you notice a lizard folk heft a javelin on their shoulder. They are going to attempt to hit you, Prod. They have a +6 to hit. That is an 18.
Miss.
And on their second attack, that is a 23.
That's a hit.
Okay. That is 8 points of piercing damage and 2 points of poison damage.
I'm not immune to any kind of damage, I don't think.
Okay. That is 10 points of harm.
Poison. 10
Are
points
you-
of ow.
I used to have advantage against poison.
Now you have advantage against acid instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is
Fair
lucky
trade,
when you're
honestly.
facing this guy, but also unlucky
Yeah.
because these guys like their poison and acid. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Really annoying about it.
Alright. Next turn. Librarian, Arcus, you're up.
Yahoo! Where are we currently? Are we close enough?
You guys are in, like, the wider alleyway before the entrance to this narrow one. If you click on your portrait, you
Yeah,
can
on the
actually
rooftop?
see yourself.
I've got it on. I see ourselves like at the corner bit before we're at the wider alleyway.
Yes.
Are we still in the air though? Are we flying?
No, you're on the ground. You landed.
Yeah, Kazma got you here
Cool.
in like 1 second.
Nice. Let's see how much movement I have. Okay, so I can get like the mouth of the alleyway pretty much.
Just about, yeah.
Okay, so I'll take my movement. Do I see the guy on the rooftop from here?
I'd say that since they are in combat, yeah, you can see them from here. You also spot the lady humming to her sickles right next to you.
Oh wait, shit! There's someone right there. I
Well,
didn't
that's where
see.
she is.
Yep. Look, I can
see
point
her
to her
either.
now.
Can I take my movement back because I didn't see her, but she was well within my line of sight as character, and I wouldn't have
Sure,
moved
and-
right next to her.
Ingvar was shooting them as well, so yes, you can take your movement
Yeah, with
back.
fire, no less.
With yeah. Actually, as a point, they are on fire now. There we go.
Yeah, so they should have been very visible to me.
Relatively, yes.
Okay.
On fire
that-
and quite
that's out of
possibly
the way.
poisoned.
I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast their ass. It's not worth burning one spell slot on someone that's far away from our friends.
Okay.
Okay, let me roll that. I need to figure out how to get back my spells in here. There we go. First blast. An 18.
That'll hit.
Second blast. A 30. Which
That'll
also
hit.
hits. Okay, so I'll roll damage for both those. That is 14 plus 21, 35 damage on this person.
How does she die?
Eldritchly.
Eldritchly. You release.
Well, she gets electrocuted to death and she's just fucking fried at that point.
You release a pair of blue energy bolts from your hands. They hit squarely in the chest and the stomach. You watch as electrical energy surges through her body. It turns the sand around her feet into glass. as the sand fuses together. You watch as it arcs up her body, leaving burn marks across her torso. The little hair that she had left fries to a crisp, and she falls to the floor, dead, her blades clattering to her side.
I can't believe you're a misogynist librarian.
Annoyingly, she was one of the more.
I guess that was pretty shocking.
She was a blade singer, by the way, which would have been very annoying if she'd actually, gotten to do anything.
Yeah, the key there being was goodbye.
Was yes.
Yeah.
The nether realm with you.
Okay. Anything else on your turn, librarian?
I don't think I have anything else I can do. So
No bonus actions, no movement.
No, I've already taken my movement. I've used my full action. Oh wait, I haven't. Yeah.
You took
forgot.
your movement back. We were very specific.
I move
about
up
this.
next to the charred remains of this person and go, "Oh, there's more of them."
Very well. Okay.
All you can hear is Ingvar going, that was a bit overkill.
Better overkill than underkill.
Okay. Next up is this bugbear crossbowman, who is going to come around this corner and target you, Darren, because you're the only one they can see at the moment.
Shoot the bugbear, he's an evil one. Look, it's me, your friend, who has been magically confused. Shoot the bugbear, it's the real target.
Which one do I shoot?
Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I mean, I can't roll lower than
need to roll that.
23, so good luck.
Ignore that. I
If
was
you
trying to
get a
think twice.
natural 20, I will let you make this happen.
Is this not an opposing check? Yeah.
Close, but no cigar.
No. Okay. They are going to target you, Darren. That is a 14 to hit.
Oh. Beats it.
And that is going to be 7 points of piercing damage and 3 points of poison damage.
10 total then. Gotcha.
10 total. Okay. Top of the initiative order. Darren, it's your turn. You got your surprise round last time, remember? So you're actually second in the initiative order at the moment, Elfie.
I thought I was the specialist boy.
Lying rolled a 26, though.
Yes, because the rogue has a +7.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I just got this new look, and these guys are really messing with it. I'm gonna use my mage hand to just grab the scruff at the back of the bugbear's head and just yank his hair back.
Okay, that'll be a contested strength. What?
It is not. It is versatile trickster.
Yes.
As a bonus action on my turn, I can designate a creature within 5 feet of my spectral hand created by the spell. Doing so gives me advantage on attack rolls against that creature until the end of the turn.
Okay, so you're not trying to restrain or grapple.
I'm not trying to restrain him
That's fine.
with a spell that can only move 5 pounds of weight.
Well, it's possible. It's just it would be a contested strength versus your intelligence score, basically.
Yes, no, I am using my bonus action to have my mage hand bother him.
Okay, that's fine.
Basically.
Yes. You can do that. Then you can do that.
Right. That then lets me have advantage on my roll
Okay.
as I try to stab the man.
That dice
That'll do.
is flying
That'll
by.
hit.
Alright, once again. 7d6 plus 2. Yep. 28.
28 points of damage. Okay.
Thank you, Mage Hand. How's he looking?
He's looking not great. He's panting. There's like cuts and bruises across his chest plate. Like he's wearing a like gladiator style single pauldron and like chest piece kind of situation. So like there's cuts and bruises all across his like torso and stuff. He's not looking amazing. He definitely could be better.
Okay. Does a move action count as an action?
Move is different to action. Movement is
okay.
Movement is movement. Action is action.
Right.
Were you
Okay,
hoping to use your movement as an action?
It's an action, is it not?
Not according to the
So-
India rules. Sadly.
Yeah. Well, that's just confusing. Why do they say it uses one action? They're not going to include all of the actions.
Okay. Anything else? Bonus action?
I have nothing else I can do.
Oh well, you used your mage hand
Use my
for
bonus.
Bonus.
And
Okay.
yeah.
All right, Prod, you're up.
Please help me.
I am up. I am so up.
Prod is high as fuck.
No, he's high on life. He's a happy chappy. He's gonna come closer to the bugbear. I believe. What? How many feet is that? 14 feet.
It's
Give or take.
it's within range, shall we say?
Easily.
How bad's he looking?
Pretty bad.
Okay.
He's not looking healthy, that's for sure.
Excuse me.
Okay. So if I use my swords, which are melee weapons, I can attack to knock out.
You can attack non-lethally, yes. That's just
Non-lethally.
you can do as a choice, regardless. Well, if you're using a ranged weapon, it's a different matter. But melee weapons you can attack as a choice non-lethally. If you happen to have a boxing glove arrow in your quiver, you can probably use a ranged weapon to knock out. But you know, that's different matter.
Right. Didn't know that was possible. I love that. Right, so I will... Oh, hello. No. Excuse me.
We've been exploring non-lethal attacks in Baldur's Gate 3, me and Ed. And I'm slowly figuring out the fact that my guns do not do non-lethal attacks.
Oh no.
So...
Well,
yeah, it's a
Right.
thing.
Who'd have thunk bullets don't do non-lethal?
Ah.
So if he's looking quite damaged, I'm just gonna hit him with my swords. 4 times, because that's how the swords work. And yeah, see how that goes. 17 to hit.
Fail.
19 to hit.
Hit.
I'm just rolling it 4 times. 24.
Hit.
And 27. Right,
Hit.
that's probably a hit.
3 hits,
Okay.
1 miss.
3 hits, 1 miss.
And first swing, you lunge forward and he dashes backwards. Second swing lands on the shield, but you watch as he bends to one knee. Carry on.
15 on the first, on my first of 3 hits that I make. 19 on the next.
Your second hit brings him to exactly 0 hit points. Do you want to proceed with the third? If you proceed with the third, regardless of whether you're trying to non-lethal or not, he will die. Because he is
then
at
no.
0 hit points.
at that point, I see that he's
Okay.
down.
So you bring your sword down on his shield, then with your other sword, you smack him across the face, and he just slumps to the ground.
Okay. I say, stay down! Even though he's out.
Mm-hmm.
Then, where's the other guy? Because there was a guy around the corner, right?
Yep. He's in a pile of dice at the moment. Your dice.
My dice? Oh, that's where my dice went.
Oh. He's here.
Thank you for pointing him out.
I can do that now. It's quite fun.
Right, seeing as I'm not gonna invoke an attack of opportunity, I'm gonna spend the rest of my movement getting hot and heavy with him.
Okay.
And then I have a bonus action that I want to do.
Okay.
Is there a bonus action I want to do?
I don't know. You said you had one.
Yes, but then I realized it wasn't, so it's fine. Never mind.
Okay. Sure. Ingvar, you're up.
I'm trying to plan something here.
Okay.
No, it might be helpful if I use the right. Because that's... never mind. I'm going to move to next to where the librarian is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. Game had a bit. The Tears fight had a little bit of a fit there.
Hmm.
Can I see any? Do I know of the guy on the roof?
You can see him. I mean, he hasn't noticed you yet, but you can see him readying like another javelin to throw.
Whoa! Wrong one. Even if I fire one of them, everybody's gonna be enraged. Never mind. In that case, what if I've got too many arrows open here. I guess I'm just gonna throw a lightning arrow at him. I might knock him
Okay.
off the roof or something.
All right.
So that is... Am I even... Yes, I am holding it. I can't say shit because it's dark.
My apologies, but it is
That's
evening,
fine.
so
Yeah. That's a 27.
27 will hit.
27, and then that is... Lightning is 1d... I forget not this mark again. Oh, what the... 2d8.
Okay. 10 points of damage. Second attack.
Yep. Ooh, so close to a nat 20. 29.
Ooh. Definitely hits.
And again, we're just going to lighten them, so that's... Another 6.
6 points of damage. Okay. You release 2 streams of electricity as they dart up the roof. I'm gonna have this guy make a quick Constitution saving throw. That is a 15 on a DC of 15, so that beats it.
Beats it, beats it.
Beats it.
Yeah.
Okay. Kazma is up next, unless you have a bonus action you want to do, Lydia.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark before I forget again.
Probably a good idea. On the one on the roof?
Yeah.
Okay, let me quickly mark that by turning his base color green. There we go.
Nice.
Right. Kazma is up next.
Who is there? He's just gonna... He's only got 40, because 40 feet's not gonna get up to where he needs to be. That's there, and then I wanted to go up there with him, but I can't get him up there yet, so he's just gonna move next to Evolve.
Well, in fairness, you can just do this with Kazma. You don't have to, because
yeah,
of
but
the
that's
fly
still,
speed.
Yeah, that's still more than 40 though.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, I forgot. Because I'll put him now, he's gonna be able to get up there from any point. God, they put all these new features in and I still can't get the blue things to work properly.
Sounds low.
Yeah, that's about it for cars right now.
Okay. Next up, he's dead. Next up, the Spitman, who has noticed that there is somebody over that side and shouts down to the Bugbear Crossbowman, "Got reinforcements! Fall back!" And has noticed you and is going to scuttle off the rooftop.
Oh, balls.
And that's going to be his turn. Arcus, you're up.
Okay. Is the one that's scuttling off the rooftop still within line of sight?
At this point, not from, like,
Really?
you would have to look through a building,
Yeah.
basically. Like, you would
What
have
do
to
my
have
special
X-ray
eyes see?
vision to actually see this guy. At this point, you know roughly the direction he's gone, but yeah.
So here's my plan that I will need help with from Kazuma. When it's Kazuma's turn, I want to willingly be picked up and, like, flown over to the rooftop.
Okay,
Fair.
doable.
Since
I'm
my
sure.
turn's, like, directly after when Kazuma's turn ends, that lines up pretty well. But for now, I see one person within my sights.
Do you?
Yeah.
There's a bugbear next to
There's
Darren.
the bugbear.
No, that guy's down.
Yeah, he's
Is he
dead.
down? Oh, wait, his
Or
model's
he's
still up. Okay.
unconscious.
Is that
He's unconscious on the floor, but you could kill him if you want.
Yeah, do you want to drop his model?
Do I want a second murderous intent charge on my file?
I mean,
Probably
as a
not.
note,
You've already
Wasn't
got
there
a fair
someone that-
few on there.
Yeah, there's one other person that's, like, at an angle that could potentially,
yeah, he's
like...
round the corner that you can't
Yeah, I
see
can't really
at
see
the
them.
moment. Yeah.
Okay, then I guess I'll ready an Eldritch Blast, like ready an action, I guess, and
Okay.
communicate that I want to be picked up and flown up onto the top of the building to stop the guy escaping.
Yeah, sure.
I imagine just Lyron frantically pointing to Kazuma and then up, let's go!
I'm just going to Kazuma like, "Ruh-ruh, ruh-ruh-ruh-ruh."
Okay. That one's dead.
Picked up
This
lesser dragon.
bugbear
while I was moving.
crossbowman is in front of you, Prod, and is at this point is like looking around like, ah, shit, this is an issue, isn't it? And is going to They sweep their leg through the sand behind them and try to kick it up in your face and run.
It's sand.
So
clever.
they are going to try and blind you so that they can get out of your line of sight. That is a 24 to hit. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
You need to beat
Get
a
those.
15.
Come on, baby. Nope. That's
That
a
is
10.
He kicks up the sand into your face, it billows up, and he sprints down an alleyway. And because you failed the Constitution save, you do not get an opportunity of attack on him.
Ever.
He's gonna go this way. Okay. Next up, Darren, you're up.
I can't reach that guy. I would need to run to reach that guy. So
I could chuck you.
I would need to get to you and then have you chuck me whilst blinded. Who is still visible to me at this point?
There's one guy unconscious on the ground. You can just about see the hunched, huddled form of a very electrically burnt half-orc woman at the end of the alley, and that's about it.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know that I don't think I have any more moves here. The terrain is just gonna heck over my movement.
It's up to you. You can hold your turn for general action if needed.
I'll down like 30% of my health, but I'm going to move my way down the alleyway at the very least to see if I can get an idea of where they go. Oh, hi.
I mean, they only had 30 feet of movement, and they used their
And so
action
did I.
to disengage, basically. Yeah, they could have just used their action to disengage. I'm an idiot. Okay, never mind. It's fine.
But they did something cool instead.
They did something
Yeah.
cool instead, yeah.
Okay, I've used my move action, which we've established isn't counted as an action.
It's movement. It's not an action.
Yeah, okay, so now...
You can use your action to gain additional movement, and because you're a rogue, you can use your bonus action to gain additional movement. But you can't do
Yes.
it the other way around.
I might need those things. Okay. What do I do with this guy?
Hit him!
How badly injured does this guy look?
He has taken no damage.
Do you seem like a durable kind of dude?
He's a bugbear.
Okay, probably fairly durable then. I am going to I'm going to have my my newfound draconic pride swell upon my bosom and use command to say sleep.
Okay. Sure. How long does command last? Is it just one turn?
It's the duration of one round.
Um,
But who's
one-
ever fallen asleep for just 6 seconds?
I mean,
Me?
yeah. It does happen.
I mean, it's either that or I just say, like, grovel.
Okay, what's the saving throw that I'm aiming for here?
Wisdom 19.
Ooh. That's a natural 1.
Well,
As this
he's
bugbear
taking a
is
dirt nap.
sprinting through the alleyway, crossbow at his side, you just shout out the word sleep, and you just watch as he topples forward onto the pavement and just starts snoring.
breaks a couple of teeth in the process.
As he falls, the crossbow at his side goes off. You hear twang. You watch as a crossbow bolt arcs straight up into the air, and then straight back down and through his leg, and he starts bleeding. He takes.
Is he still asleep?
He is still asleep. He was commanded to sleep, so he is still asleep. He takes 6 points of damage from the crossbow bolt.
Ah, first level spells. Who says they're not useful?
Beautiful.
Okay. Prod, you're up next.
Brilliant. Is there a way I can get on the roof? No. That guy's already gone. Where'd he go?
I mean,
you've got Shadow.
you can try to climb, but the walls are sandstone, and there's like a few bits and pieces that are sticking out, but they're mostly like smooth.
Shadow? Can't you teleport between shadows?
Oh yeah, I can teleport between shadows.
How many charges have you got left on the armor?
I used it once.
Infinite.
They're not infinite. We established this last time. I think you
Oh,
have.
we'd established this last time.
Yeah, I think you have 3
Well,
charges.
I've only used it once, and I think it's 3 times.
Yeah. So you have at least 2 more charges of the armor.
Yeah. So there was a guy who ran up onto the roof, who was on the
Yeah.
roof, who was running away.
Yep.
Where have they gone?
You don't know. They were on the roof, and now you can't see them anymore. But they were up there, where I'm rulering to.
I'm going to shadow step to here.
Okay.
Can you help get me there?
Ooh, you just full-on Batman this guy.
You
Right.
shadow into the ground and appear behind this man in a cloud of smoke and fog as it wreathes your armor as you step through, brandishing a pair of swords. Shing! This lizard folk looks behind him and goes, "Ah!" and starts sprinting off, like, towards the edge of the roof.
They better not, because that's a bonus action and I've still got my attack.
Well, you still have some movement, I believe. As
But
well.
they're right next to me.
Well, they're 10 feet away from you, technically speaking. Like, you're not right on them, so you can step forward to.
I'll step
Yeah.
forward then.
So you are now within melee range.
Okay.
What do you do?
I think I want to grapple them.
Yeah, that's an option. It
Yeah,
is
I'm
just an
gonna
action
grapple.
to grapple.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a contested strength. The DC to beat on them is a natural
Aw.
20. They are a slippery little bastard, apparently.
It's a slippery lad.
I'm gonna re-roll that using my luck feat.
Okay.
will
I mean, you need to beat a 20.
One second. Let me just check something.
Okay.
Sorry. Or force another creature to re-roll. Now, okay. So the lucky feat says I can re-roll 1d20 or force another creature to re-roll an attack roll against me. Is a grapple contesting throw an attack roll?
It's not an attack roll. No.
Can I force it?
I'm gonna say yes on this one. I will allow you to re-roll this one for them.
Okay. Are you
But you
re-rolling or
did
am I
still roll
re-rolling?
a 6.
I did still roll a 6, yeah.
So do you want to possibly waste that luck point? Is the question. I haven't rolled it yet. As soon as I do, there's no taking it back.
Oh, okay, I see. This is really annoying.
Bearing in mind that they have a +4 to dexterity, So in order to essentially beat this, they have to roll a 2 or lower.
Yeah. Fine. I will say. No, I won't use my luck point on this.
Okay. Don't worry about this roll then, because I was holding the dice. I can't let it go. But regardless, there's the roll that you would have gotten. So, yeah.
Close. Slippery
Yeah,
Steve
can't do
lived
anything else.
another
Use my
day.
action, bonus action.
Okay. Ingvar, you're up.
Well, I did have a plan. That plan's not going to work anymore. So,
Sorry.
no,
I
it's
yelled,
not
"Get
you.
him!"
We're fighting for our lives in this Denny's parking lot right now.
So we've got the guy on the roof. I'm guessing in that case I'm just go. That's the wrong bloody marker again. Where am I? Oh, that's not even enough to get. I'm gonna do a dash, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
which would take me about. Because that's double your speed, isn't it? A dash.
Yeah.
So that'd bring me here.
Dash just doubles your movement, basically.
At this point, because it. Shut up. That's my mother's phone. I've got her things at the minute. The guy on the back is unconscious or dead?
Unconscious.
Yeah, the only person who's died so far is the person who got roasted by the librarian.
As per usual.
As usual, the librarian is the only person murdering people.
It's
I
just
mean, I
what it
did
is,
try
isn't
to
it?
set them on fire.
Fine. The librarian and Ingvar cooperatively are the only people murdering people.
And to think they were one day short of retirement.
Good lord.
She was gonna move to the coast with her lesbian wife.
Jesus.
Get an Alsatian and a nice thing on the beach.
So has this
They've
bugbear
already
on the
rented the
floor?
U-Haul.
Is this bugbear on the floor just
The
out?
bugbear
He
on the
hasn't been-
floor is out. He has been punched into unconsciousness, basically.
I'm just wondering if it's worth tying him up then, in case he
Yes,
does
yes, it
wake up.
is.
So yeah, I'm guessing that's what, because I can't get onto the roof at the minute, because Dragon's going to be used for something else. So I'm just going to tie the bugbear up.
Okay.
Thank you, that's really useful.
Legit, actually, that's also the next thing I'm doing is tying the other bug.
I've got plenty of rope in my bag.
Yep, that's fair. You tie the bugbear up. Until he regains consciousness, he can't contest anything, so yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I can't really do anything else down here.
okay. Next up is Kazuma.
Who from the library? Does the librarian still want to be on the roof?
I don't know. Does the librarian still want to be on the roof?
We've got someone there now.
But at least if you're on the roof, you can at least have line of sight to blast them to death, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Well, send me up, Sky.
Okay.
Yeah, from the signals from before, Kazuma just kind of picks him up and goes yeet up into the sky with him.
Up into the sky. There we go. You're on the roof. You have a held action, don't you, librarian?
Yep.
And it
I'm
hasn't
just
gotten to
gonna
your
wait.
turn
You
yet,
see a little
so
runic
use it. circle
circle appear in front of his hand. It's like a little dial. He turns it down to about half. Okay, it's set to stun now this time.
God.
I'm gonna non-lethally, in quotation marks, cast Eldritch Blast.
Sure. I mean, it's magic, so I'll allow it.
It's magic. I can control the output, surely.
Surely, yes. Don't
See,
call me
crit.
Shirley.
Okay, so that's a 24 to hit
that'll
for the
hit.
first one. And a 12 to hit for the second one, which I'm
That
fairly
will
certain is a miss. Roll damage for 1. Whoosh. 13 damage.
13 points of damage. Okay. Alright. Next up, the lizard folk spearman who has weaseled or lizarded its way out of your grasp, Prod. You go to grab for the tail and it just pops off. You're just left holding a rather large lizard tail as the lizard takes the disengage action, because I remember that things have that now, and is going to use half its movement to scramble down the side of this building. And is gonna sprint off into the bazaar by about there. Yep, there we go.
Oh, so I can see it.
You can, well, yes, you can see it now. You watch as it like scrambles down the side of the building and dives through like a set of market stalls that have been closed down for the night.
Oh no, we're gonna overturn so many cabbages. So many carts. No!
Okay. Arcus, it's your turn. The lizard folk has disappeared. It went off the building.
What side did he go off the building?
He's
side,
over
presumably?
near where Prod is. He went down near where Prod is.
Okay. Take my movement. Do I see him there? In that restless dream of below the building?
Not from that angle, I'm afraid. He's just below the edge proper, so not from that angle specifically. You'd have to get to the edge of the building.
Okay. Well, I sit here,
You sit there,
contemplating those 5 feet.
I mean, you have the ability to dash. You won't do you much.
You know what?
but-
You're right. Sure. I use the dash action.
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
Yep. Bonus actions? You don't
No
really
bonus
get
actions
much.
available.
Yeah. Right.
I have literally one thing that can give me a bonus action. I have to cast it as an action previously. Actually, no, I have 2.
Bugbear Crossbowman is asleep on the floor. Darren, you're up.
Let's see, how close is this guy? Or far, as the case may be.
Command isn't concentration.
Nope.
No. Okay.
Okay. Alright. Is he aware of me right now?
He seems to be sprinting for his, lizardy life.
So do I count as hidden to him?
I will say yes.
Okay. Command it is.
Okay.
Which also means he gets disadvantage on the save.
Okay.
Because I'm hidden from him.
That is a 10. So that is a fail.
And this time I'm taking the command suggested by the command's description itself. Grovel.
Okay. You all watch as this lizard folk stumbles forward onto his knees, looks up at the sky. You see tears start to stream down his face as he goes, Please, I don't want to die! I don't want to die! That's his turn. He grovels. Prod, you're up.
What's your opinion on jumping down here? How much full damage?
Let's see.
Not nothing.
Not nothing.
Yeah.
That's 26.
I'll drop.
Before we get too deep, that was one
That's-
action. I'm also going to move.
Oh, yes.
Wait, Prod, isn't it nighttime?
It is, but I have one more charge of my magic armor left.
Okay, so that's 26 feet. That would be 2d10 of fall damage.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna jump down.
I mean, couldn't you jump from like this angle, like fucking hell, to the top? I'm gonna say the top of whatever this is.
You superhero land as well.
Just
Yeah.
tuck and roll, it's fine.
It's a
jump
curved
down.
surface, so it would be a dexterity check to land on that.
No, fair.
There's 9 points of falling damage, 9 points of bludgeoning.
9 points
Right.
of. Oh god, my ankles.
Oh, fuck.
Roll for ankles.
And then I'm gonna go up to the guy. Use, I think, I guess. Does falling count as movement?
I will say that falling vertically does not count as movement because you are allowing gravity to do the work for you. If you were
Okay.
scrambling down the side of the building, like moving yourself, it would. But in this case, you took the damage. That's the recompense, essentially.
Okay. Then I'll move up to him, and I will again attempt to grapple this person,
Okay.
tying them up, maybe, if possible.
I mean, they are groveling, so they will roll this at disadvantage, but it is still a contested roll. That's a natural one.
That's a natural one, baby. All
So-
I've got to do is not also get a natural
Yeah,
one.
all you've got to do is not roll a natural one.
What happens if you roll a nat 1 and a nat 20? Do they
Well,
cancel
the 20
each other
wins.
out?
On a disadvantage, the one wins.
Yeah, tip lower.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. You immediately grab his arms as he's like holding his like jaw in his hands, and you have him grappled. And I'm going to say that this finishes off combat.
Woo!
Yippee! I'm gonna go up to the other guy and tie him up.
Okay, which one else is getting microwaved?
Good lordy.
Okay.
Also, does the
Let's take them
librarian...
somewhere as private as possible. Anyone, like, I guess... Is anyone in this bit of town at the moment? Is it at all... Or is everyone just scarpered because
I mean,
it's all criminals?
there's gotta be at least one because this is where I'm picking up my armor.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's like late evening-ish at this point.
Let's leave them on this roof. Let's all get up onto the roof and then leave them here, because no one's going to be looking up on the roof.
Shouldn't we, like, interrogate them or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do that, but let's do it up on the roof where no one's going to walk in on us.
Oh, yeah. What building is this again?
You go
We're
down
in
to
someone's
the
house?
you go down to the front of the building, and you notice a large sign across the front of it called Deniers.
Like,
Well, that doesn't help.
hyphen nears or deniers?
It's Den Ears. Den Ease.
Ah!
Deniers, yes.
I thought it meant, like, of
it's-
nears, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Den of Nears, essentially. Deniers. It's
Okay,
a,
sure, we're gonna beat this guy up in a Denny's parking lot and hold him off the top of the roof. Okay, great.
It's a from what you can tell, it's essentially a tavern of some sort.
Oh, great, so the noise will cover the screams.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's... Kazuma, can you lift all of these fuckers onto the roof for me?
I was trying to ask that, yes.
Yeah,
If you wanted
Kazuma
the dragon
can
to get them.
probably do
Has him a
that,
taxi time.
Kazuma taxi time.
yeah. I'll just lift.
Don't forget the actual hand line while you're at it.
Yes.
The countdown theme while everyone gets on the roof.
Yeah, I can't understand.
Okay.
Let's display
Do you want me to
the
grab
sizzled
the
one.
corpse as well?
Yeah,
Yeah, just in case.
Just
Alright.
just as evidence.
We'll leave it baking in the sun. No one will recognize it in like a week.
There you go.
No, it's Kazuma's lunch, clearly.
As you say this, Ingvar, you notice that Kazma is actually kind of looking over at the sizzled flesh that is, it's charred.
He hungry.
It's tasty. It's all
But
flesh.
we're not gonna get anything out of a dead corpse, are we? Unless somebody's got
Something on the
secret
body.
dead.
No, but it might act as motivation for the other people who could potentially be corpses.
That too.
Does
I mean,
Kazma eat?
I just downed 2 people by saying as many words. I don't know. We might have alternative options.
Or maybe I could give him. Maybe I could give Kazuma an arm or something off the corpse. As a treat.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever heard of the game Good Dwarf, Bad Dwarf? The one of the dwarves isn't a dwarf?
Are any of the dwarves right now?
Wait, give me a second. No. Have you ever heard of the game Good Dragonborn, Bad Dragonborn?
Good
Okay,
lord.
so here's the question: out of me and Prod, who is playing the bad cop?
I wanted to be the bad Dragonborn.
I'm happy to be the bad dragon. I still have my draconic presence to use today.
I've got
Okay.
quite a few points in intimidation.
I'm way better at persuasion than intimidation. So
Why
I'm
don't we
probably
just go
gonna be
bad
good
cop and bad cop? Bad cop and slightly less bad cop?
While all this is happening, Kazuma
Well,
just kind of
both the
casually licks it
bugbears
off.
are unconscious, and the only one that is listening to this entire conversation is the lizard folk that has been bound, and is kind of staring at you like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
it's a roof. There's not really another room.
Right. Between the party, am I correct that we mainly just want to know who sent these guys and why?
Yeah, we think it's Carnifex,
Yeah.
but we need to be sure.
Which card?
And also know, we need to know how good these guys, like, exactly which one of the Carnifex sent them. And we need to try and figure out how good these guys are as assassins, so we know how much they think we're a problem.
Right. Okay. Well, I will attempt to persuade then.
Okay.
I'm presuming that the lizard guy is like on the floor, tied up. As
I mean,
opposed to currently
he's
standing.
like kneeling, groveling.
Okay.
Well, not groveling anymore, but
Bad Casper,
groveling.
He's just nicked an arm. The rest of the body's still there.
Well, the tail's not. Right.
Ooh,
Sorry about
there's
that.
a tail. Granted, the dragon.
I'm very curious to see exactly how well you splat, but just for the moment, I'm gonna give you a very strong opportunity to end your lotted life here a little bit more positively. So, you can tell us who you are, who sent you, and why. Or you can talk to someone who isn't me and isn't going to be quite so pleasant about it.
I like throwing people off roofs.
Roll me intimidation and persuasion, respectively, please.
Can I help with the intimidation by doing a little crackle of lightning?
Am I doing intimidation or persuasion?
You're doing
intimidation.
intimidation! You threatened to
Who's
throw him off a
doing-
roof!
Okay, I'm gonna use my luck.
You may use your luck for this. Though I
I'm gonna
don't know
use
that
my
it'll
luck.
be necessary, considering
31 on persuasion.
14.
14 on intimidation. Okay. The lizard folk doesn't really take you very seriously, Prod, especially with like the missing chest plate section and like everything.
It's cunty, okay? Can't I be gay and mean?
Look, put it this way. His knees already know who he should be worried about.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. Sure. God.
I'm not wrong.
God.
I mean,
Darren, but confident.
Oh dear God. I mean, could Kazuma not just growl at this lizard man?
There's no reason to.
Yeah, no,
Darren
I
rolled a-
rolled 31 on persuasion.
He can growl at the bugbear if it wakes up.
The lizard folk sort of eyes Prod warily and goes, we don't know who sent us. We were told to... We were given an amulet that would do something, and we were told to take this one, and he points to you, Rod,
Oh.
and deliver them to an undisclosed location, and that was that. I don't know who hired us. We're just mercenaries.
Someone gave you that medallion. Got chucked to the floor by my friend here.
Did we pick that up? If so, someone picked that up.
I can have my mage hand go get it.
Yeah,
Yeah, get your mage hand to
you
go
can
get
pick
it.
it up. It's a small iron medallion. It has a symbol of a hand holding a dagger on it, piercing into a sort of wavy line. That might mean like flesh or something. You're not entirely certain. But you recognize it, Darren, as being one of varying symbols that the Carnifex use as sort of identifiers.
Ooh. It did a weird spell on... Well, it tried to do a weird spell on me. Hey, librarian, can you... Or Arcus... Angus?
Arcus.
Arcus is
Arcus.
Angus McBook.
Angus Book, yes, the very Scottish librarian.
Can you identify this?
Yeah, is it just like a touch effect, so I need to be careful of it, or
It seemed
just within a
to...
couple feet?
It seemed to activate within about 5 feet.
Okay.
Okay, to be careful then, I'm gonna use my Meta Magic Adept thing and use Distance Spell and investigate. So I don't have to be near it to do it. Or not investigate, identify.
Okay.
I'm gonna start doing that ritual cast. Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna say, who gave you that?
It was a, scary lady. Lots of knives. She was, not very talkative. She just gave us gold, gave us the amulet, gave us a location. I don't know anymore.
Did
you
she
said
have
you
an
said the
arm?
location was
I was going to
undisclosed.
say, did you have one arm or two?
2 arms, I think.
You said the location was undisclosed. Where is it?
It's undisclosed to other people. It is disclosed to us. We need to know where to do the delivery, you know?
Where is delivery?
A warehouse out on the south side of the city. An old place.
When does she expect you to be there? With us? Tonight or tomorrow?
The contract was for tonight, but tomorrow was given the deadline.
Okay. Do we want to meet her there?
We need anything else from this guy?
His money?
His flesh.
Roll for intimidate.
Roll for a pound of flesh.
Roll
Roll
for
for
scaring the
pound.
absolute shit out of everybody.
I think that's all the information we need. And probably all that he has, honestly.
But also, this guy's the lizard guy and not actually the person... Are you in charge of this group of idiots, or is it the guy who started speaking to me at the start?
And he points over to the bugbear that had the scimitar.
Yeah. I thought he'd be in charge. Alright. We need you to go away for a day whilst we deal with this lady. So where can we keep these guys overnight? Whilst we have a good sleep and then meet this lady in the morning at this warehouse. Is that a good idea? Am I creating a good idea here?
Yeah, I feel like that's probably a bad idea because the counter effects are generally big targets.
Well, they're expecting us to get there.
Additionally,
Kind of fucked up.
librarian, your identify spell completes. This is what's known as a coin of compulsion, or in this case, an amulet of compulsion. Essentially, a user can designate a predetermined location, and should this coin, should someone fail the save required of this coin, they will be compelled to get to that location at any cost.
Can I, like, extract the location from it?
No. But you get the feeling that you already know where it is.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, can we not just compulse this guy to leave the city altogether? Get out the way. Like, bye.
Also, the coin has one charge and it has been used.
Balls.
Alright. Hey, lizard guy. I'm gonna show you a map of the area.
Actually, as a note, actually, one of the things that you do notice about this enchantment librarian is that it is not permanent. This is... You would be familiar with this. This is an artificer infusion.
Oh, great. So whoever we're going to meet probably has access to grenades.
That's problematic.
And possibly a railgun, but mostly grenades. I was just saying that I'm pretty sure I can't stab the squishy bits on any constructs they might have. Also, I'd really like to pick up my arm.
You'd like to pick up your armor. Right, we'll pick up your armor, okay?
As empowering as it is to wander around shirtless, you know, I could probably do with
Yes,
armor.
you're very sexy. I think we should go to this warehouse in the morning, at least to scope out the lady who's supposed to meet us, because I think we're supposed... Well, I'm supposed to be there, taken... We could set up a trap! Look, we've got this lizard fucker. We could say... We could get him to bring me to the warehouse. You guys are all around, waiting to ambush. Yeah?
I'm just gonna say, I don't think I'll be able to use command on her and hit these guys.
Oh, well, yeah.
Probably, anyways.
But also, I really want to know what she fucking wants.
Yeah, we definitely can't ignore it when the current effects order comes to knock in front of us, but...
Yeah. Because if we know what she wants, we can at least tell her no, so you know she's not going to get it. Unless it's my head, in which case we'll tell her really no and take hers. Or take her other arm. How? Oh, if this isn't the lady that we took the arm from, can we take this lady's arm too, but the other side?
Yeah, symmetry.
So we get two arms and we get to high five them.
Yeah, sure, okay. Let's stow these guys somewhere with a gallop. We'll find
Building a
them
meat
at least.
golem slowly.
Rod's strangeness aside. Let's... is this an idea that we are going to follow through with, or are we going to run away from it?
I'm in favor of following through with it, as terrifying as the notion is.
Ingvar? What's your vote? Are we going to follow through? or run away.
I
Follow
think that
through,
was
I
a
think.
no.
Just alright, fair enough. Librarian?
Yeah.
I mean, Arcus?
Yeah.
Should we set up this bait trap?
Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea.
Okay. Then... let's leave these guys tied up, stick them in a barrel or something. Someone will be up soon at some point and they'll find them. They're not gonna die. Yet.
Probably.
Yeah, they're all fine.
You do notice that there are a couple of barrels on the roof of this building. Seemingly for catching rainwater, maybe.
Oh.
Okay, well let's stick them in the barrels with their heads over the top so they don't fall in and drown.
The barrels are mostly empty.
Yeah.
Seems to be a
So-
drought season.
Let's put the knocked out guys in the barrels, apart from the lizard. The lizard's coming with us. Someone put a sock in his mouth so he shuts up.
Bold of you to assume I wear socks. Or ear sock in Ingvar's case.
There too. You've got a prosthetic foot now.
Yeah, but it's made of metal. It doesn't need socks.
Yeah, but fashion.
Does this man look like he does fashion?
No.
Let's be honest.
And let's try and sneak this lizard guy into wherever we're staying for the night. Trying to make it not look like he's our prisoner.
That could be difficult, considering we've already tied him up.
If not, we can just shove him in a barrel until, tomorrow morning. But I just think that might make him a bit miserable.
Honestly, I think the lizard guy out of the lot of them is extremely small time. We might... If we can't just find a guard to hold him over to, we could probably just let him go.
Yeah,
I feel like this has probably been a formative experience for him, and if not, I can make sure he thinks it is.
Yeah,
You
also
can
I've
see
got his
the
tail.
lizard man is nodding very enthusiastically about this plan. He's like, yes, please, just let me go. Please.
It's alright, buddy. Okay. I'm not throwing you off a roof yet. Are you willing to comply? So, we're gonna take you back to the place that we've been staying. You're gonna make a fuss, are you?
Abby. Yes, it's fine by me. Honestly, I'd rather not meet that lady again. She was very scary.
Right. Put my hand over where I think his ears are.
Roll me an
are we gonna
intelligence check to see if you know where the ears on a lizard man are. Rod.
Shit.
He kind of accidentally poke his nostrils out instead.
7.
You put your hand over his snout.
A little to the left there, Broad.
There? There?
Yeah.
The lizard man slowly starts turning a very odd shade of greyish green as he starts trying to breathe through his mouth, but he can't because.
Sorry. Okay, I'll just hold him that way. Well, are we gonna get this lizard guy to take me to the warehouse?
I mean, we can just let him go. I can still disguise. I
Oh,
think.
you can still disguise.
I think.
Oh, then we can just let him go now. Actually, maybe not let him go now. He might tattle.
Do you
I doubt it.
do you let him go now? Specifically, do you just let him go, Rod? I'm curious. Do you?
I'm gonna lean into him, just almost like muzzle to eyeball essentially, and just say, if we let you go now, you're not going to tattle on us, are you?
No. He seems very honest about this, actually.
Yeah, can we roll insight?
Yeah, sure. Roll an insight.
I'll roll an insight. Can you roll an insight too, lying? I got 5.
I got a 16.
He seems pretty honest, to be honest. It seems like he signed up for this job mainly for the money. He did not sign up to get murdered brutally in the middle of the night. He wants out.
That was his first that was his first
out.
mistake.
Good.
I give him
Go
one
learn how
gold
to farm.
coin.
You give him 1 gold coin.
I give him 1 gold coin, and
Okay.
I go to the other side of the city, far away from the warehouse that you pointed out to me on a map. They pointed the warehouse out to me on a map. And get a hobby.
Okay.
You know?
Find a new career,
No,
something
no-
you're better suited to that contributes positively to society.
Okay.
And if you don't, we will kill you so much that they'll be fishing little bits of your toenails out of the bottom of the ocean.
Even more
Okay.
importantly,
Do
I
you-
will find you.
At this point, do you let him go?
Yes.
Physically speaking.
Yes.
Oh no,
Okay.
I know what's gonna happen.
So you were standing pretty close to a ledge, and you
Yeah.
pushed him behind you to stop him from hearing things. So he's been teetering on the edge of a ledge for the past 5 minutes. You turn around, you say this to him, you put a gold coin in his hand, and then you let him go, and he falls off the roof. He takes
Please, man.
2d10
Please,
of falling damage.
Don't make our characters do something we weren't wanting them to do.
7 points of damage as you
Okay.
watch the lizard folk go, just smile at you, try to hold up his hands to do a thumbs up, and then just fall backwards because he can't keep his balance because his tail is gone.
Oh no!
And then he just
God.
you look over the edge of the building and you just see him kind of like staring up at the sky going, "Ow."
A very formative experience.
Yeah, that he should stay out of crime.
He's not
And-
suited for it.
And then
Yeah.
you watch him sprint off into the night.
Okay,
Right.
that's fine.
Anybody have healing?
Yes, I do.
My new scale's got a bit scratched up there, and by a bit I mean ow.
How much? 20 HP? If you had to put it on a scale?
Like you know, if I was to put it on a scale between 0 and 95, it would be something like 32.
Yeah, okay. Wait.
Completely arbitrary scale, of course. You know.
Yeah. I'll give you 40 then. 40 HP, lay on hands.
You rub your hands all over Darren's
Oh,
brand
I
new
caress the new
chest
abs.
and scales.
Oh, this is so cool. Oh, look, you've got a little bit here. Oh, nice. This is a scale. Look, I'm healing you, okay? And
I
Can I
wrote
look
this
at
on
your
myself.
shirt?
This is entirely my own fault. Yeah.
glorious.
Ingvar just kind of looks at the library and says, "Maybe this should get a room."
Please
have
no.
a room.
We do have room. Talking of rooms, let's go have a nap before we see this terrifying lady.
I'm gonna go try and grab my armor first, and I'll be back at the time.
Right, let's all go get the armor just in case there's more people,
Okay.
and then let's go for a nap.
You all head off to the leatherworkers on the other side of the bazaar. It's open late. You can see the lady sort of working over this. Well, it's basically a full piece of armor now. You can see like small bits of like purple that sort of make up this pattern across the front of the chest and over the shoulders. But it's mostly this like deep brown with like some small red accents as well around the like shoulder sections, and this like purple curling design across the front that looks like it's essentially the natural purple worm hide color rather. Yeah, she You notice that she's like doing some finishing detailing, adding some studs to the lower section, putting in some like little brass pieces in like various parts across the back. And you also notice that on the back of the armor, it has a little sigil that seems to be the maker's mark. That is set at the base of the neck. And you notice that as you walk up, you notice Shakar is there as well, chatting, and another woman that you do not recognize.
I feel like I should be concerned.
Maybe
So
disguise self.
small description. The leatherworker lady is tall, heavily built, bronzed. She's spent days and days out in the sun and over like all the leatherworking tools, and she has thick, muscled hands with calluses all over them. The woman next to her, who is like sitting on a stool next to her, is this relatively thin, willowy-looking woman in a long, white sort of robe. Her hair is sort of this silvery color. She's wearing a golden circlet around her sort of head, and you recognize her as being a cleric of Tenna, the goddess of peace. And you also recall, a few, well, when you were last speaking to the leatherworker lady, that she mentioned that she had a wife.
So statistically, probably not the Carnifex lady.
Yeah.
Very unlikely. The Carnifex lady was described as having a lot of knives, and this lady has none, so...
Yes, indeed, she's closer to being a nun. Right, I'm gonna, like, knock on the door, as it were, or some nearby solid surface as I enter.
It's like a counter. It's a bazaar-style merchant stall, so it's mostly like
I'm just
canvas
gonna...
and
I'm just
stuff.
going to announce my arrival at the very least. Hello there.
Shakar
How
looks up
goes
and
the
goes,
leatherworking?
"Ah, my friend, you are looking well. Much more scaly."
Yeah. Still figuring some bits and bobs out, but otherwise doing okay so far. It's been a very interesting day, regardless.
Good to know, good to know. My sister here, and he points out the lady who is still busy sort of doing a little bit more detailing work on your armor. She tells me that you commissioned her from her a fine piece, and it is turning out quite fine, if I do say so myself. It is almost done, don't worry. It'll pay for well, quite a while of you might be able to pay off the mortgage.
That be on the building you burned down. Oh, I don't know.
What
Right.
building I burned down? I don't burn down any buildings. And you see Shakar's sister just punches him on the shoulder and goes, 3 buildings. 3 now.
Alright. I promised you a magic item for your own little do-whatsits. That I will see to very shortly. Some other business has come up for the next day.
It's fine.
but
I'm in no hurry. No hurry.
I promised you before we left town, so I'm gonna stick to that. Least I can do, really.
It's fine. It's late. We will talk another day. And you watch as Shakar sort of slides under the counter, and just you hear like the rustling of some sort of sleeping bag. Apparently, he just sleeps at the leatherworking shop because apparently he's burnt down his own place several times at this point.
I kind of
Good
figured.
lord.
I kind of figured.
Picard's sister finally finishes putting in some detailing in. You notice that the sigil that she's been carving into the leather on the back, she's inlaid it with like gold wire. So it looks quite nice.
This is fine work.
Well, thank you, my friend. I do my best, especially for someone as high-paying as you. It is done. It will hold up for hopefully many years to come. It is not magical. It is just armor, but I'm sure there are some people that would be happy to enchant a piece like this. And she
I may indeed investigate that. For the time being, I just need to be not quite so exposed.
Understandable, understandable. You still haven't found the shirt. And she picks up... It's essentially a gambeson. It's sort of slightly shorter. It doesn't have like the full length of a gambeson, but it cuts off at about the hips. And it's... There's not really a way to quilt leather, but it looks that way. The way it's been carved, it looks like the leather's been quilted, essentially. It's and as I said, it's got this lovely curling purple design that looks a little bit like swirling wind on the front. Yeah, it is your new purple wormhide armor.
Yeah.
So yeah, congratulations.
Yay.
And
Clothed mini obtained.
you paid in advance, so you don't need to provide any.
Okay, we can go sleep now.
Well, thank you for your commission, my friend, and have a good evening. And well, whatever Shikar asks of you, just be careful. And Shikar goes, I heard that!
You cut out there completely.
Oh, Shikar goes, I heard that!
Cool.
Okay,
Go have a snooze.
alright. You all head back to the tavern. Wee.
Anyhow.
Tally ho! If I can find the damn place. There it is. And you all take a rest.
It's
And
a long rest.
it is a long rest, and the day passes. The sun rises overhead, and the day dawns. Okay.
Pod is curious.
Okay.
Like, as we wake up, Prod sort of like taps on Darren's door and is like, can you just flex for me? I just want to see.
I mean,
Please.
it's up to you guys.
How heavily do dragons or do dragonborns sleep usually?
The heft of your sleep would be equivalent to your dwarvish sleep.
Oh, okay, right.
Which,
So I'm probably awake then.
yeah, like it takes time to acclimatize to a new body, and your senses are a little more heightened as a dragonborn than you would be as a dwarf. So you'd probably be getting a little less sleep, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like until
Okay,
you acclimatize,
I'm-
anyway.
I wake up just sort of on top of a mound of basically everything I own at this point, and just like wander over the door and just like open it, and almost like bleary-eyed, like, what?
Look, I saw you fighting, and you looked really cool, but you're Dragonborn now, and you have different muscles. Can you flex?
I mean, I do need to figure out how some of these things work, so I guess. Or you get that this is weird, right?
Ooh.
No.
Actually, here's a point. Darren, roll me a... Roll me a d20. And quickly, how much gold do you have in your inventory?
114 platinum, 9 gold.
Okay, so that's about 1,000 gold. Okay. Yeah, roll me a d20.
Okay. Yep. 11.
Okay. So this would have been a DC 10, so you beat it. So yeah, that's fine.
What? What's...
Don't worry about it.
What did I just roll up for?
Don't worry about it.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna worry about it.
I'm just leaning into some of our prior conversations.
Oh goody. Okay. Right, well, I'll let Prod in to my room.
Mm-hmm.
Flex,
This is
flex,
definitely-
flex, flex.
This is definitely
flex,
nothing that's
flex,
ever gone
flex,
badly.
flex.
Okay, well, there's the usual set of musculature, I guess.
Oh,
You see,
Prod just sits there clapping.
you see Darren's biceps and triceps and quads all flex and ripple.
I only have a strength of 11 for the record.
I know. He turns around, puts his arms up, does a full, like, bodybuilder style flex, like arms out to the sides, fists up. You watch as his back just kind of moves and shifts. The wings actually have, like, additional muscles that flex on top of that.
Still
yeah.
getting used to those. It's not quite involuntary motion, or it's not quite voluntary motion just yet. I think
Oh my god.
the tail's been easy to get the hang of though.
You say as you accidentally smack something off a table with it.
Okay, the personal space is a bit bigger than I'm used to, but beyond that,
Nice. Oh, it's so cool. Wait, does your new armor have holes for your muscles?
I mean, most armor does, but it does have
It has
for my
holes for the wings, yeah. In fact, you actually, on the armor itself, you notice, Elfie, Prod, rather, below the
LP
wings...
has now been inserted.
Yeah, LP is now in this world as well. You
God.
notice
Oh,
below the wings, there are, like, little, popper sections on the armor, that you can, like, close up. So that when you actually put it on, there's like 2 slots for the wings, and then it pops up underneath the wings themselves, so that you can actually wear the armor properly.
So, wait, do you have wings right now?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had wings this whole time.
And you couldn't fly up to the top of the... It doesn't matter.
Again, they're mostly involuntary at the moment. I'm still working on it.
Do you want to go up to the top of a tall building and, you know...
Jump.
Well, I'll push you. Jumping would be really hard. I'm trying to be nice.
Let's maybe if we're going to do the whole practicing how to fly bit, assuming these things even support that, I don't know. Maybe let's figure that out from a lower altitude point at first. You know, see if I can get some lift before we chuck me into midair.
Alright then.
Hmm.
How are you doing, by the way? This must be kind of weird.
You know, you'd think that, but honestly, it feels just kind of... I don't really have any other way of describing it than correct so far. Or at least it feels closer to correct than what we had before, at least.
I'm glad.
It's a change, for sure. There's certainly an adjustment period going on here, but... well, it's fine so far.
That's so cool. You're such a cool person.
Well, thanks.
Alright. Thank you for flexing. That was very important for my mental health. Now let's go.
And I feel used, suddenly.
Okay, does anyone else want to do anything before leaving?
Does anyone else want to have an RP moment?
Just an RP moment.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Before you leave your room, Darren, you do pick up a sending stone as you hear a message come through from your younger brother.
Oh.
Because you did say you'd keep in contact.
Uh-huh.
The message isn't very specific, but it relates to the basic politics of what's going on back in your home city. Gives you a brief update. Your father has not been re-elected. The opposition party has taken over. However, your older brother still remains as the co-chancellor, the secondary chancellor of the city. Apparently retaining his position, despite the fracas with Prod when you were back in the city. Yeah, that's about it. Right, so you all head off to the south side of the city, right?
Correct.
Okay. You eventually approach a relatively
You realize you can't just
large...
shift left click us, right?
Yeah, but I need to go over there as well. So I might as well just
Yeah,
drag
easy
you while
drag
I'm
us.
going. There we go. You guys eventually approach a relatively large warehouse building on the south side of the city. Currently, it's early morning. There's not many people around. You spot a few workers here and there, but they're mainly just like taking inventory and carting boxes off to wherever in the city they're needed. The building is relatively large, relatively open plan. You don't spot anything specific around. Librarian, you still have the coin of compulsion. You notice that the infusion that it had on it has worn off. So it is now just a regular amulet.
Okay.
Do we see...
Presumably, like, that's a pretty good amulet to be an infusion object, though, right?
It's decent. It's of decent make. You notice that, like, yes, it's made of iron, but it has like a platinum band on the back of it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll finish this off in a minute, Lying, if you don't mind. Like, give it 15 minutes-ish.
Yep. I can do 15 minutes.
Yeah. So you all approach this large sort of open plan warehouse. It's it seems like whoever was waiting here has likely long since left. They likely expected the delivery to happen last night. However, you do, Ingvar, do notice something not necessarily odd, but as you guys are sort of walking around the warehouse, you come across a person, an orc, a relatively tall, heavy-set orc, with like large tusks, who is sort of working on one of the boxes, sort of steps out into the midday sun, wipes his brow with like a heavy gloved hand, looks over at you, squints for a moment, and then goes, Svan? Ingvar Svan? And you recognize this person as Othar, one of your mining crew from back in Hopewell.
Holy. He just kind of he blinks for a moment. And then, like, recognition just dawns over him. He goes, holy shit, it can't be.
What?
Is that you?
What? I haven't seen you in years. But where the hell did you come? He rushes forward, grabs your forearm, sort of that big shake that like working men do. Like one forearm to the other, clasps it, and claps you on the back and goes, Where did you come from? Wait, how long have you been in the city?
How long have you been in the city? Like a few days?
Only a few days.
A few days, yeah.
Like 4 days. Tops.
Yeah.
You have got no idea what we've been through, to be honest. It's been quite a journey.
I can imagine. Well, it's been years. I mean, after everything that happened, how have you been?
Up and down, mostly.
Understandable, I suppose.
Yeah. After what happened with Cecilia, it's been a bit of a roller coaster.
How are the children?
Well, Rosa didn't make it either. All of us with Stefan at the minute. My brother. Yeah.
But why are you all the way over here? If your son's with your brother, I'm sorry, I shouldn't pry. Please,
No.
come, join me. Have a drink, have a seat. Introduce me to your friends. Hello, by the way. I'm Othar. I'm the foreman here at the warehouse.
And he was his best friend, wasn't he?
Othar
Or at least
was
yeah.
like essentially your second in command when you were working at the mines.
It's been a while since we did that.
I've been trying to
know.
get some of your backstory in, but it's been difficult. But yeah, he was essentially like best friend, confidant, second in command, essentially.
He gave you away at your wedding.
He did, actually.
Yes.
You always talked about opening that nice shrimp restaurant on the beach.
God.
Jesus. But yeah, Ingvar looks over to the other guys and said, "Oh, how rude of me! This is Arthur. We used to work together in the mines. He was essentially the second in command and probably one of the closest friends I had at the time."
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you all as well. Yes. No, please, come, sit. Have a drink. Tell me, what brings you to my little corner of the city?
We'd be happy English. We'd be happy to sit for a while. Noel's kind of just scoot over to, I'm assuming, a nearby table.
Yep. There's like a shaded archway under which there is a table that you all can kind of crowd around. You see, there's
I'm
like.
gonna like. I'm just gonna sit down like on the ground by one of these pillars. Just enjoy
anyone
the sun.
else wants to like do things while this is happening, they can. If any of you want to like do an investigation or something, just let me know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll investigate and rest and just sort of have a poke around the warehouse.
Okay.
I probably could help with that bit.
All right. Librarian.
Yeah, I'll do an investigation too.
Okay. So if one of you just wants to roll investigation at advantage, as
That's
you will
good.
poke around.
That would still be a 23, to be clear, but yeah.
More.
23 it is.
23 it is. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Othar sort of sits you down, grabs like a pair of large, they're like ale steins, but they're just really being used for water as he like dips them into this big barrel that is like in the shade and pops them on the table in front of you. And Othar sort of goes, I mean, it's been, what, 7-8 years now? I mean, after the mine collapse and all the death threats and everything, I couldn't take it anymore. So, I came out here. Came back to old family. A steady job. Found a lovely young man. We're actually due to get married in a few months. Yeah. We've been together 3 years now, and well, time does seem to fly.
That's cute. Ingvar just gives him a smile and goes like, "Well, I'm glad you've managed to,
Settle down?
Rebuild your life after the mines."
It's not been easy, let me tell you. When I first got back to the city, it was a hard slog. But, no, it was,
Worth it?
worth it. Well, eventually. Bought my own little place. My fiance works at the Radavi embassy, actually. Bookish little fellow, but God, I wouldn't trade him for the world. As you talk, you guys, Prod, Darren, and Librarian walk through the warehouse. You eventually come across a part of the warehouse that seems a little dustier, more secluded than the rest. And you notice what looks to be what you could call maybe a casket of some sort. Big, long, empty box. But you notice it has carved into, like, the top. Actually, Darren, you would know this because you can read Thieves' Cant. It has the Carnifex carved into the top in Thieves' Cant. The box has air holes in it. Seems like they weren't planning on killing Prod. They just wanted to take him away.
That's slightly disturbing.
Well, good news, Prod. You were going to be a victim of human trafficking. I mean, half-orc trafficking.
People traffic.
Oh, no. Alright then.
Librarian.
Better than murder.
As you're looking around, you notice that there's... Actually, you both notice, Prod and the Librarian, that there are some familiar-looking crates in another part of the warehouse. Crates that were on a certain skyship that brought you down to Matina.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Whoa. You recognize the... I mean, this is a multi-purpose warehouse. So there's a lot of different stuff in it. But these crates look familiar because you broke the lock on one of them and stole some of its contents, Prod.
Yeah.
So, yeah. As you hear a knock suddenly on the side of the archway where you and Othar are speaking. And you see Ingvar, a man, come up, wearing glasses, waistcoat. You feel a sudden sense of dread. You look at this man. As Othar sort of pulls him in, introduces him to you as Thiren. But you are staring, unmistakably, into the face of Gabriel Blackwood.
Oh, fuck.
And that is where we're going to end it for this evening. Thank you very much for joining us this evening, everyone. I hope you all had fun.
I can't believe we're fighting the villain from the first Guy Ritchie Sherlock Holmes movie.
Oh, fuck.
Putting in the notes right now. Motherfuckers to melt again.
Thank you all very much for joining us this evening, everyone. I hope you all had fun. You know, I do love bringing back a recurring villain. After all...
But he's dead! Why is he alive again? That's not fair!
That first fight was...
How did you, 1, unooze, 2, come back even more ugly than last time?
The first fight was so very easy, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Because we utterly stomped him.
Yes, you
We
did.
planned.
I wonder why. Maybe.
It was a fucking double. It was the double's double.
At any rate, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining us this evening. I hope you had fun. We shall be back 2 weeks from now for the next session of Shadows of Sorcery. Thank you all very much for watching. Ta-ta for now, and have a very good night.
This is some BBC Sherlock bullshit.
I've gotta run now. I've got to
Yeah,
do some stuff.
go.
Bye!
And I have to go cook some stuff. Laters!
Bye.
It was Ashley.